Yo, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So today's storytime topic is eviction. Specifically, how I got evicted out of an apartment like 6 months ago. Now look, throughout my life, I've lived in many places, and I've always been a really good resident in my opinion. I mean, maybe I'm biased because I'm the one in my body, but, I feel like I'm a pretty decent dude to have lived somewhere. But this story time was kind of out of my control, and my friend kind of got me evicted. So I hope you enjoy hearing about this. I think it's pretty funny and just crazy. And let's jump into this. So today's story time all takes place 6 months ago. I was renting this apartment for a studio space. I was making music there because I didn't really have anywhere to make music in my house. I had some people staying with me and I didn't really have room to make music in my house. So I decided to rent this apartment. And the first week of being there was great. No complaints. But then on week number 2, everything changed. Everything got shitty. So I was making music, working on my album for you guys because I need to drop more music, and I get a knock on my door from my next door neighbor, and I open the door, and this dude looks pissed. He's like this 40-year-old angry looking neighbor dude, and he's like, "Hey man, can you keep the noise down?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't know you could hear it." He's like, "Yeah, we all can hear it. My wife, my kid, we hear it." And I was like, "Okay, I'm sorry, I'll definitely keep it down, man." He's like, "Yeah, I'm not your man, so have a good one." He turns around and he walks away. So he was really pissed off at me. I could definitely tell based on him talking like that he was very angry at me for being noisy. And I get it. If you're trying to sleep or someone's trying to sleep in your house or you're trying to do something and you can hear it through the wall, it gets pretty annoying. I totally understand that. So I went back to my studio setup and I only used my headphones. I didn't play it through the speakers anymore because I didn't want to, piss off anybody else. Even though the way he complained to me was super rude, I was like, okay, you know what? I'll just be respectful and I don't want to cause any more issues. So fast forward a couple days later, I had some friends over at my apartment while I was making music. I was just playing some unreleased songs, some things that, I might be releasing soon. And I had the volume on the speakers turned so far down. It was like maybe a quarter of the way up on the volume knob thing. And it was midday. Like, it wasn't nighttime or anything. So I really didn't think I'd get any noise complaints. But sure enough, like 5 minutes into playing my songs for my friends, I hear this loud-ass bang on my door, and it was so loud. It's not like he was trying to knock my door down. And me and my friends walk over to the door. I look through the peephole, and it's that dude, that angry-ass neighbor, standing there with his arms crossed, looking real angry. He looked 10 times more angry than the first time. So I open the door, and before I can even say a word, this neighbor goes, "What the fuck, man? What the fuck?" I was like, "Hey, what's up?" He goes, "You know what's up. The noise, dude. What the fuck? You're being so loud." I was like, I didn't even think it was that loud. I have it like a quarter of the way up. It's really quiet in the room, actually. He's like, "Well, I can hear it. It's vibrating the whole fucking kitchen." Now, I think that's a little bit of an exaggeration. I don't think my speakers were vibrating his entire kitchen because they weren't even vibrating the room I was in at all. Like, it was not that loud at all. I think he was just being dramatic. But I do think that he could hear it because he wouldn't have complained otherwise. So I tell him, I'm like, "All right, man, I'll turn it down." He's like, "Don't make me fucking come back here." And then my friend speaks up and he goes, "Hey, man, don't threaten my friend." And he goes, "Who the fuck are you, buddy? Do you even live here?" And my friend goes, "No, but if you threaten my friend again, you're not going to like what happens." And he goes, "Are you threatening me now? You're threatening me for threatening him?" And at this point, it was just a whole threatening fest. So I was like, "Okay, you know what? No, just go back to your place. We're going to go inside mine. I'm going to turn the volume down. We'll be good." Like, as much as this guy was pissing me off, I didn't want to, have a fight break out between my friend and him or something. So I just shut the door. We went back to my room. I turned the volume down even more. This time, the volume was literally 10%. Like, the volume was barely audible to us. But somehow, some way, this dude heard it through the wall again. And within 5 minutes, we hear another pounding on my door. And when that happened, I just knew it was going to be a big-ass problem. I debated not even opening the door. I thought about it for a second, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just wait and let him go away on his own. Because if I open that door, I have a feeling he's going to try and punch me or something. But I went over to the door. I looked through the peephole. Sure enough, it was him again. And I opened the door a little bit. And I was like, "Hey, man, what's up?" And this dude proceeds to scream. He goes, "Don't call me fucking man. I'm not your man. I told you, turn the volume down twice now. And you still don't fucking listen." And that's when my friend came up to the door, the one that told him to not threaten me. Comes up behind me and he goes, "Dude, we turned the volume down to 10%. Like, it's not loud at all." And he goes, "Stop calling me dude. Stop calling me man. Are you guys fucking brain dead?" And I was like, "All right, look, I'll turn the speakers off. I'll just use my headphones." And he goes, "No, fuck this." And he proceeds to start walking into my apartment. He just invites himself in and starts walking to my studio room. And my friend's like, "Yo, you can't come in here. Get the fuck out. You can't come in here." And the dude goes, "I can do whatever I want. Get the fuck away from me." And And this dude walks into my studio room and pushes my speakers off my desk. Like, straight up just vandalizes my property. So after he does this, my friend grabs him by the arm and starts escorting him out of my apartment, and he pushes my friend. So he not only threw my speakers off the desk, he also assaulted my friend technically. So my friend didn't like this. My friend got real mad, and instead of hitting him or pushing him or whatever, he walked over to my fridge, pulled out leftover Taco Bell that had been in there for like 5 days, opened up the burrito, and dumped it on the dude's head. Like, he followed the dude into the hallway with the Taco Bell and dumped the burrito on his head and all over his clothes. He was wearing like a white button-down shirt. It looked like 15 birds took turns taking shits all over this guy's head. It was so fucking funny, I can't even lie. And after my friend did it, we immediately ran back into my apartment and shut and locked the door before he could react. Because I know for a fact, if we waited for him to react, he probably would have tried to punch us. So yeah, we ran back inside, shut and locked the door, and he was so pissed. He was banging on my door, screaming in the hallway. There was other people coming out into the hallway watching him do this because he was making a scene, and we just ignored him. We went back into the studio room, we turned the volume up on the speakers, and we started listening to more music because, well, I just didn't want to deal with that situation anymore. And 15 minutes later, I get another knock on my door. Now I walk over to the door, I look through the peephole, and it was my landlord, and I knew I was fucked. I open up the door, and he goes, "Austin, man, what's up? What's going on? Like, I got a complaint." I was like, "Yeah, I know." He goes, "What's going on?" Like, "You told me you guys attacked him." I was like, "Wait, what?" He goes, "Yeah, he said you and your friends attacked him." I was like, "First of all, no one attacked him. He came in here, threw my speakers off my desk, assaulted my friend, and my friend dumped leftovers on him. Everybody else just kind of sat and watched, like me, my other friend, like no one else did anything." And he goes, "Wait, so he pushed you first?" And my friend's like, "Yeah, he did." And after that, the landlord went over to his apartment, talked to him, got his side of the story. He proceeded to lie. He did not tell the truth. He told the landlord that we hit him and that like we attacked first and that he was trying to nicely ask us to turn it down and we attacked him. He made a whole bullshit story up, right? And in the end, I ended up getting evicted for it, and he did too. So yeah, me and this neighbor both had 30 days to leave the place. And we did. I moved to another place, and I'm assuming that guy did as well, because he was getting evicted too. And I have a new studio space now, where the neighbors aren't asswipes, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Moral of this story is, don't be like that guy. And if someone ever violently pounds on my door again, I'm just not going to open it, because that shit was ridiculous. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this story time. If you did, please leave a like on the video. If you don't, I'm going to take 5-day-old Taco Bell and dump it on your fucking head. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below, and subscribe if you're new. See you guys all later. Peace.
Even the night you be wanting to fight. When I pull up, you see it's like, oh shit. Cut all these ties cause they plan my demise. They all snakes and I think it's been show. And I got some issues, they haunting me daily. I'm losing my